Oh, whoa, why am I cut off from the end? What the hell happened there? I thought I saw that. There we go. That's more like it. And there goes that brain of mine again. But good day to you for this fine Wednesday. For starters, I finally fixed the issue with the mouth moving not working. It turns out it wasn't selected to the audio lip sync, which basically means every time I talk this, the mouth moves, which is a lot better than tracking, because lots of times when I turn over to the side looking at something or other things and my mouth is closed. I thought it was, but then again last week I was very tired, and today is probably going to be no different, because I am still waiting on the game supplement, or whatever the company's name is. It's GG. And I have no idea why it is taking so long. Because like I ordered their sachets and they definitely came within like a week. But I'm going to give them till the end of this week because Friday will be 2 weeks since it was dispatched and I still have not received it, which is annoying. Because it's coming from the US, I figure 2 weeks is long enough. But if there's no update on the tracking, which still hasn't been updated in about a week, because maybe the tracking's broken, that can happen. Or if I don't get it by Friday, then I'm going to have to contact them, which is annoying. But, as I said last week, I was going to detox, but then I remembered in the cupboard I have Earl Grey. Originally I got Earl Grey because it's a stronger black tea. And it was usually good for a little pick-me-up when I wanted a little bit more caffeine, but not too much. Not as high as coffee, but not too much energy. Never really worked, but I figured... And then I looked at them, I was like, when do these expire? I was like, fuck, they expire in November. So I figured, still waiting on the game... juiciness to come into the bloody post. Why not use up the Earl Grey? It gives me a little bit of energy, but not as much. But it's better than nothing. But yes, obviously I'm going to be a bit tight. We'll see how things go, because what if the weather now getting a lot cooler? It's probably going to be a lot easier for me to sleep, so I might be a little less tired because the weather's cool. Well, I hope so. Last year, in September, we had a random heat wave. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen, because next week, from what I can tell on the weather, it is going to be raining, I think, most of the week. Yeah, pretty much, which is good. But yeah, it's like 22 today. Fuck, is that brain of mine again? Oh yes, there's one thing I thought it would be fun to not fun, interesting to show some when I tweet out. So I sometimes do tweet out my dreams because sometimes I have really weird dreams. I figured, bear with me for a second while I sort this out. Just a bit. We'll get up and create a video like that. Now I want to switch here. I want to close. That's the audio. That. Well, basically, you can read that. I had a dream last night where I basically met real Iron Mouse, which was weird because it was weird that my brain could construct what she would look like more likely, even though I don't know what she looks like. My guess is my brain just constructed based on the information about her, which most people would know, and that's how it was. And that was just a fun, interesting tweet. But then this person here. I'd been kind of sweet, but also said to be a premonition, saying doubt it ever happened, let alone seeing their real face. Then he replied with, they replied with this, saying doubt is a mental limitation of your. See, this is how tired I am. You said it then, and then I thought about it, and it's like, you know what? This person's fucking right. It's stupid to constantly put yourself down, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to stream with a popular streamer. Like I said it here, I don't really care about seeing her face. Like, I've never known why so many people obsessed with wanting to know what a VTuber looks like. I honestly do not really care. All the same. There goes that brain of mine. But streaming would be kind of cool, because I don't know if I said this, but I'll say this here now. When it comes to the most popular streamers, I don't want to stream them because I think it will grow the channel. I honestly don't give a flying fuck if I did end up ever stream doing a collab, or what they say, with Iron Mouse. If no one followed, I wouldn't care, because I know if I did do a collab with it, it would be fun. And that's what I've said with doing content. It should always be done on fun. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with like trying to strive for a goal. Saying it's not going to happen is a limitation. And I've had... Let's switch back up to... here for a second. Alright, I quickly want to bring that back up. Back here for a second. This back over here. But the reason I wanted to show that was just like, people always talk about how Twitter's a cesspool of negative and, you know, people, and I just feel that was a nice thing to show that not everyone on Twitter is an asshole. There's actually generally good people. And the only reason I tweeted that was just because I thought it was interesting. I figured and I didn't at iMouse because I kind of wanted to see it, like looking at the tag isn't. And the reason I tagged it instead was because I still wanted to see what other people's opinion was on that. But it's still kind of bad. So like I said, it's probably just my brain just used, because the brain can do that when you don't know what something would look like. Your brain uses that information and constructs it into what it approximation would look like. Sometimes, but yeah, it's just the internet can sometimes be full of assholes, but there's always that general nugget of good people out there. Because it could have gone either way of like people just being assholes. But yes. My brain went dead. Because it is a possibility. Like saying it's not going to happen because you doubt yourself is dumb. Because I think there's always the careful balance when it comes to doing everything. There's a line between cockiness or arrogance and confidence. Confidence means you believe in your ability. Arrogance means you think you're perfect and you don't think there's anything to prove. Like you think you're generally that's guaranteed to happen because you're awesome or something. That's arrogance. Confidence is believing in your ability to do stuff, and I need to try and get past that, because self-confidence is something I've had trouble with years, and getting better at getting over it at certain points, to say the least. But I think I said this last week, but all the same is, I think when it comes to trying to grow, generally what I've learned is that you should hope for growth, but not expect it, because you expect it, then that's when you get yourself down a lot more. But hoping for it is nothing wrong with that, I think. But besides, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. If anything does pop up. Oh, and I've been fiddling with the sound settings, because I swear I got it right, but I don't know. Maybe something's fucked up. But hopefully I'm being picked up clearly enough, because I know that on the OBS my audio's got hit yellow, which it is, and the gameplay audio is supposed to be somewhere in the middle. But hopefully it's correct this time. But like I said, I was quite more tired because I was drinking coffee. It was like those instant strip coffees, because for some reason I had like a couple of them in my drawer. Sachets, not strips. In my drawer for some reason, so I thought I'd use those up. But instead, I think Earl Grey might be better. But it also could be because the weather's gone a lot cooler, so it might be. Because here's an example of how tired I was last week. When we saw I forgot the character's name in Genshin Impact. I forgot to say that looks like she has 4 ears, but I keep going on about having 2 ears. I mean, most people got what I meant by that, because it looked like she had ears on her head and ears on the side. And then I clipped that, and then I put it on TikTok, because that's how tired I was that day, because I did that all in the same day, and didn't think about it. And it wasn't until I went to bed, lied down, and went, fuck, looks like she has 4 ears, not fucking 2. Everyone has fucking 2 ears. By the way, I do not have 4 ears. I only have the ears on top of my head right now. But yeah, I hope I'm. I think most people got what I was going on, even though I was tired. But I don't know, I feel my energy peaking up a bit. Well, we'll see how long that lasts. But I think another thing I got trying to remember to is just try and play how I want to play and do what I play. If I want to talk for like 10 or 20 minutes, I should be too afraid to do so. But I think that's it. Anything else won't pop into my head. Knock at the door. And as usual, there's the cats in my room today, and they are well, one's cleaning themselves. They always seem to be asleep around the time I'm streaming. They rarely are awake when I stream. It's like they know I'll be doing something around this time, so they're like sleep time. But yeah, I think. Oh yeah, isn't TikTok doing like some sort of like VTuber takeover, which is cool because it's them giving highlight to something that's a growing popular thing that's been growing in popularity over the past 2 years, and it's cool they're giving some attention to it. But yes, with that aside, I think we will now get back into the game, because I think last week I didn't expect it to happen. We finished like the part 2 of the of this quest. But as usual, let me know how the audio and stuff is. If I'm too loud, if gameplay is too quiet, all that lovely stuff. Aha, looks like I thought I got all the waypoints. That's not a problem. We'll grab that one on the way. Unless it's indoors or upstairs somewhere.
We didn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
Alright then. Oh yeah, do you know, as a passing Catherine, I actually saw a TikTok that has the same conspiracy theory about her, is that she's actually a robot, and that's how she can be like everywhere. Each robot just passes like a network of information. Who knows, we might find out maybe towards the end of the game. Because it's very implied that she might have been built by from Shishniza, because since well, that is a mouthful of a place. It's a very high-tech, technological place. Okay, where is that? Wait, no, wait, hang on. Yes, out of our way. We'll get it later. What's that? That's there it goes. There it goes. I don't know who I was thinking about. I shouldn't be too afraid to be myself. I'm doing that typical thing of like being too afraid to be my weird self, and I shouldn't be worried too much about doing that.
There she is! Dunyarzad! We're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Looks like we made it back in time.
Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel everyone's gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
Unfortunately, we didn't find any new information on Lesser Lord
I see.
The little elf girl.
Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure.
Indeed.
If there is another chance,
We found some
I would love to
green
join.
block pubs. What? There's no one I'd love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
See, it's still kind of confusing because my brain keeps thinking that the ears on top are definitely ears and chests. There's no one of having 4 ears. I'm sure that if I look through all the characters of like animal-like people, they would have 2 ears. But I said that could just be the style of her hair.
Dia,
that's
eavesdropping.
She can eavesdrop any time.
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
I bet you protect these pants. Actually, I hurt my stomach. One thing I did today is I overdid a bit of exercising because I used the ring for the exercise. I'm not like I'm trying to get fit or get buffed. I just think it's a good idea to exercise at least a little bit each day. And I got 2 into it. I was like, maybe I should stop. And I'm like, nah, let's keep going. And obviously I hurt myself a little bit. Gotta learn when it comes to exercise, you gotta know your limits and know, hey, when you should stop and not push yourself too much.
It's alright, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
You know, we could just carry on her. Wait, no, she's quite taller than the traveler. I guess you could carry her on her back, like a little rucksack, and can wander around.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
You look like a strong lady could carry me on your back. I mean her on your back. I mean, I'm not against her carrying me, but I hope she's a choosable character.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Don't yawn, Paimon. You make me yawn.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. My apologies for not realizing this sooner.
I think I've said this before, but does floating around exhaust energy for Paimon? Because I've been walking. She's been floating around.
I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Also, I've said this before, but does Paimon float sleeping up, or does she actually float to the ground and sleep? Just like nods off, like floating in the air. That'd actually be hilarious to see just float in the air asleep. Because certain animals sleep standing up.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
There we go, Act 2. But I was doing the mask because I was saying that these event things, these stories, the main story stuff each week doesn't feel like it's 60 to 20 hours. But I did the rough math in my head. The first act of this was at least close to 6 hours, and if this is the same, that'd already be 12. And if the final, because they always in about 3 parts. I think you can check that. I remember correctly. So yeah, like, I swear one of them was in 4 parts. I thought Mondstadt was, but it isn't. Mondstadt was generally just, that's why you can play back everything from them, I think. No. Really?
Ooh!
Okay, let's not do that right now. That's an interesting thing I didn't even notice. So that might be a good way if I ever wanted a recap on everything. Let's do that. Yeah, so Mondstadt was free. Leeway was free. That was like these are like the in-between ones. And that's why I thought it was 4. No, actually that says 4, so that might have been part of Mondstadt. That might have been what I thought. Then, so here's the interesting thing, because you count the prologue to in this unit, it's technically 4 parts. That's what I thought was with. And no, yeah, still 3 part 1, 2, 3. That's weird. No, oh, that's right, because it was called the prologue, and then Leeway is chapter 1, and yeah, and then there was this, and yeah, because there was these in between stories that were still important. But yeah. So it's very possible that this could be 3 or 4 parts, because I only assume it's 3 parts because the first 2 were, but if you once again count the prologue, hang on, did it say that was a prologue as well? No, it definitely says chapter 1. Oh, these must be the character stories we've already done so far. I could even read the audio out of them, huh? because we still got which we might do. No, wrong button. Because I think we still got. Oh, they added a Dark Boy, which I'm assuming I can't do until I complete either of these, which makes sense. We're probably going to do it that way either way. Alrighty, now let's get our butts moving to the well, I guess bedtime.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Sorry for the trouble.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
How about your plans for tomorrow?
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow?
I'm having this feeling that something terrible's going to happen, because this happens a lot in anime where it's the night before something happens to say, hey, we should do this thing to go tomorrow, and then something bad happens. I'm not saying she's going to die. She'll probably get like kidnapped or something. We have to go rescue her.
All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia's still insisting on her covert protection.
You should covert protect me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
I'll keep you company tomorrow.
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great night.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
That time sense, technically it would be nighttime. I think it would be nighttime in Japan right now. Let's see, what is the time in Japan? It is 8 PM. So yeah, it is actually technically nighttime in Japan, if anyone in Japan's watching this, I guess. Oh, I mean, around 8 PM would be a bit early to go to bed, to be fair. Then again, I won't judge anyone who goes to bed early. I go to bed around like 9 PM.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero Festival too. Will there be lots of yummy food?
Of course you and your yummy food.
Oh no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, traveler.
And make you hungry, which is going to make it even more difficult to sleep.
Did we oversleep?
I'm still curious to where Paimon slept. Did she sleep flying in the air? I need to know. Because it'd be funny to watch her sleep. Actually, think about it more. It would be kind of weird during nighttime. It's pitch black, and you can see the silhouette of something floating in the air. Even you know it's Paimon, it'd still be kind of creepy. Makes me think of those like life-size anime statues people seem to want. They're expensive, but having a humanoid-shaped thing during the night time is just going to creep you out. I would have trouble sleeping it, because if it suddenly moved, I'd be like, ah!
We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Wait, we slept where a door was wide open that anyone could peep in and stab us in our sleep? That is not safe. At all. I thought this was the way we entered in, but can I bounce in the bed? Bounce. Someone... Oh, I can sit down now. Someone could have killed us in our sleep, unless there's a guard out here. Oh, there's a door right here. It's just open. I guess we must have closed it during the night. I was going to say, what dumb design would that be to have a place to sleep in with no door to close? Oh, thank God she's there. I was a little worried. Oh, plants.
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
I thought the time was usually precious, but alright.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today. Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Ooh.
Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
I mean, the giant fruits that shouldn't be giant, like those berries down there, the size of a fucking baseball.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed.
You're more of a meat eater then.
So, what's the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods.
Oh.
Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukushifa mushrooms, lunar lotuses, Sumera roses, sunsetias, capulatas, hara fruits, and zaytun peaches.
Horror fruits? Guess they're very terrifying fruits. I couldn't think of a good enough joke with that one.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Yes, which is the green power.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumero uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak?
I don't know why that made me laugh. Jesus Christ! I don't know if I got picked on mic. Random tangent for a bit. One thing that annoys is the people who insist on revving their cars down a small street. It's people who live like I live in a reasonably sized town. Spend all the money on a fucking fast car and realize, well, fuck, I have nowhere fast to go, so let's just make a random noise just to annoy the ass at people to show off, hey, I've got a fast car. It's annoying. Like, if you want a fast car, buy it in a place where it makes sense to have one.
Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlon as soon as possible.
Is that the name of the region where the Pyro Archon is? Natlon. I probably will forget that. Would that be the next one? I am curious, like, after this, what will be the next one? Because we obviously know that the Cryo Archon, which is the Sarisa, is where Sanizer is most likely going to be the last one to go to. So it would be interesting to see which is, like, next after this one.
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
I think we will be. I can't see why we wouldn't.
Thanks. Alright, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
I mean, I like meat as the next up. I'm not too averse to having some vegetables and fruit. I've had a vegetarian pizza before and it was actually quite nice.
Dear
Even though
customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
Even though I generally prefer a meat pizza. If anyone's curious, my favourite pizza topping is just meat. Anything with just meat all over it. Nothing spicy, mind, but just meat. Like meatballs, some chicken, some pepperonis, some sausage. Damn, I'm making myself hungry just thinking about it.
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
Ah.
So, how does it work?
doesn't. You shove the pots up your ass and then fart in them.
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Okay, I'll fart and burp in a bottle. What will we get out of that?
Sure sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
For some reason, I don't buy it.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you guys working together?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try?
Alright, I guess I can give it a go. Ah, so we can really just pour into anything. What do I want to use? I can use food. Oh, just the mushrooms. Let's hope there's lots of room for the mushrooms. We'll use, I guess, one of these. No, not 2 mushrooms. Damn it, I wanted to... No, shit, I didn't... Oh, fucking damn it. I didn't need to do that. Fucking goddamn it.
So how about it?
I meant to just hit 1 mushroom. There we go. And... what else would be an interesting option here? Something I got a lot of. I will go with that. Give. Let's see what the results we get. Show
Okay,
me.
one moment. It's the moon.
Ah.
Paimon wants to take a look too. Is it? It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... it means...
Wait a minute.
Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Clearly.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
They say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Candy and liquor? That's an odd
Dunyarzad's
combination.
eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilou's dance of Sub-Zeros would be just as impressive.
Which probably we're going to see, right? Ooh, shines. Never mind.
Attention!
Oh, dude, that guy's
Soldiers,
mustache is
fall
awesome.
into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
Dude, love the dude's mustache. Like, always good to appreciate a good curled mustache. Makes you look kind of like sophisticated. There, I got it in the end. Any person who has a curled mustache is awesome, in my opinion.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat.
Hey, his mustache is awesome.
Hey, it's Dunyarzad! Wow!
I think his hat looks awesome too.
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies.
Uh-oh. I swear in a second because I saw it dip just for a second.
In the few
The
short
stream.
days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zero's festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
Aw.
The Hallowed Knight of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sub-Zero's festival. All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
I want to know what this candy is.
Yes, Knight Ferris!
Okay, why is that kid just standing there? She's not gonna go.
Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sub-Zero's festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one. Don't these boxes all look the same?
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
I thought so. It's like the beans in Harry Potter, the different flavored beans. Oh, alas, earwax.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni Kabuto is a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor.
I doubt I'll be able to get the exact flavor of what you want.
It's alright. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your intuition.
That's just it. I gotta believe in the pie man that believes in me. Then.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Oh my god. I'm gonna go with 4. Wait, is this the 4th region? Hang on. What's that? Yeah, so because this is the 4th region, that's where my logic's going. 4. It's definitely number 4.
Excellent work! That is indeed Sunsetia.
Oh, thank God. Actually, I picked good. I didn't get the exact one Pyman wanted, but I still got a good flavor.
Paimon bet you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right.
Attention! Here's your Sunsetia flavored candy.
Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
Flowers.
It's Knight of Flowers, not Knight of Candies.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Knight of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
I have said this before, I have a really bad sweet tooth.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
No, that's not sure thing.
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sub-Zero's festival.
How embarrassing.
Oh, we don't get another option now, huh? Do I get another option?
Attention, young...
Okay. Never mind. But still, we got a good result. Wait, where'd she go? She went ahead of us. It could have been a lot worse, but it's definitely like there's different flavored beans. I remember when Harry Potter was still a big, because there is a version of that nowadays. I forget what it's actually called. I think they're bizarre beans or something. I remember when Harry Potter was popular, you'd buy lots of those in store. It sucks those things don't exist anymore because the box they came was always so nice. And I remember the weirdest flavor I ever got was ketchup. That is still weird to have a jelly bean flavor. That's the weirdest I ever got was ketchup in the Harry Potter ones. Because they even had the chocolate frogs with the little card things. And, just had that wave of nostalgia when I was a kid.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
Rise.
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Boss, isn't that her?
I knew something was gonna go wrong. Well, they'll be stupid to
That
fuck
most
with us.
certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
And I'm gonna kick you right in the balls.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
I don't know, they might just want to chat.
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their Mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Oh, it will be fine.
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
Oh, I knew she was gonna show her face.
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Mane! No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Flame mane. She does have uncanny is. She is look more wolf-like than that.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
One punch! I mean, she punches them with that metal hand. That is gonna break a jaw.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky!
Oh, I'm shaking in my boots. A bunch of weak assholes there. Even I can kick their asses.
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
Oh, cause do we get to see a fight?
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them.
We can't generally.
You're right. All right, fine.
Please be careful, Dia.
Dia's gonna kick their asses.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll go find you all.
Get to see a fight. Do we get to see a fight? Do we get... So, what am I doing? Oh, we're running. Aww, I want to see her fight.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
Don't worry, she's tough.
Yeah, don't worry.
She pretty definitely wiped the floor. Oh, we gonna see a fight? We gonna see a fight? No. Nah.
My lady,
My
Traveler,
lady?
found ya.
Yeah, I told her she would kick their ass.
Yeah, you took care of them so fast.
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
No, I just checked.
Dia, your arm.
Oh, she got a little injured.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
It shattered.
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry, and I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling her weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
My lady. Am I the only one when anyone says "milady"? You can't help but imagine someone with a fedora and just tipping, going "milady." She'd actually look kind of cool, kind of good in a fedora, actually. Her design, damn, like it just damn is all I can say about that.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Dia's design. I wonder what my imagine she'll probably be like a next banner or something.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? I'll look around the area to make sure we're safe from an ambush.
No problemo.
Truly. I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Can't believe it's Elazar!
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. However, did you know?
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that.
Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival, the joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
Yes, I will remember you. It makes me think of get all deep of a One Piece quote. What was it? I mean, it's referring to a man, but it can apply to anyone regardless of gender. But it was, when does a man truly die? When he's struck by illness? No. When his bullets pierce his heart? No. A man truly dies when he's forgotten. And that always stuck with me. Of like, because in that context, it's as if they never existed to begin with. So doing stuff to be remembered before you die is so that you're not forgotten. Makes sense. I'm not good with words, but I think you get the gist of it.
Has As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Aww.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for me. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step.
You're the one who has right. God damn it. You.
Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Right.
Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Huh? Almost time for what?
Isn't the Dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most. Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings. And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage!
Yeah, we should still make it in time.
Now it's only nighttime. I don't think you can see the Oh, we're going a different direction, huh? Alrighty. See that sweet dance.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zeros festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event.
The Academia can go fuck itself.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them.
Don't go. They have the final say in all of this.
This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right. Things would only get worse.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason?
I'll at least punch him in the face.
Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore.
He's basically just saying, I'm smarter than you, so I don't want to bother arguing with you. How about my fist goes in your fucking face, asshole?
When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zeros Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught...
Nilu, it's alright. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zero so much. And I know how important this festival is to you.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero's festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zero's festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
Is there anything else we can do?
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success, but Dunyarzad is running out of time.
I'm sure she knows that very well.
Yeah.
Beep.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project is entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from
my butthole. What's that about?
Oh, we're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad right away!
Okay. We're gonna talk about the weird beeping message. Was that for the Akasha thing on our head? Oh, she's still there.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure! Traveler? Why are you just standing there? Let's get going!
Why are you just floating there?
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
She seems awfully silent for some reason. I don't like it. We went to this store, didn't we?
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants! Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed.
Wait, hold on. What's going on here?
Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
Wait, what's go?
It's one of the Sub-Zero's festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Something's strange just now. Are we in a time loop?
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies.
Oh, was that a foreshadowing?
But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Is this deja vu?
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
No, there is some slight differences in what they're
Guess that was
saying.
still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
Ah.
So, where to next?
She's not saying anything. Unless we're not here. What's she saying? We're in a time loop. Then again, it could be like with the the summer festival with the like illusion pass things, where we're trapped in an illusion that is repeating stuff, and that we're not actually in a time loop, or reliving our own memories again.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed.
Yes, Knight Ferris! What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zerus festival icon and one immensely popular with children.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can meet the Night of Flowers. Oh, do you want some Yalda candies? I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
What's to pick? Don't these boxes all look the same?
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon.
Ooh, how interesting.
And there's also lizard tail.
Ugh, why do those flavors even exist? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants to eat the Sunsetia flavor.
That was number 4, if I remember correctly.
These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do
you
you
wanted something
want?
different last time, so we'll just pick 4 again.
Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right.
That just now. I don't think it was luck. I don't know why, but I know it must have been number 4.
How's that possible? It's obviously random.
Why do I feel like I'm having such a deja vu?
Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
I'm sorry, Deirdre, but I need to leave for a moment.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
The festival. So we are either we're in some sort of illusion that's repeating everything, or we are actually in a time loop. A good old-fashioned time loop.
A feeling of deja vu.
Deja vu.
Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on.
I have those quite often, to be fair.
In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us, isn't it? So why'd you run here in such a hurry?
I want to do something normally never would.
So that's it. You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste. I'll give this order to the kitchen.
Coconut charcoal cake? Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this. That thing? Are you really gonna eat it?
Yep.
Isn't this going a bit too far?
They're going a bit too far, I'll be shoving it up my ass. Looks like he's yawning.
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful.
No, it's actually tasty. Real good.
Then, you mean...
This flavor.
That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu?
I don't get right rid of all.
Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How about we go out again and try something else?
Alright then, let's try something else. Let's try and get out of this deja vu. Let's have this over this time loop.
Hey, Dinyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dinyarzad. We meet again. Why are you sitting here all by yourself?
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue. I started to feel unwell after that, so I sat down here.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Whew. That's a big relief. But, Dunyarzad, you seem a little down today. It's the Sub-Zero's festival, and you've been looking forward to it so much.
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness.
Does she know that we're in a time loop? And she also knows what's going to happen at the end. That's why she's down.
Besides, no matter how
Feeling
amazing
down.
today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
I'm so sorry for leaving you behind earlier.
It really is fine. I don't mind.
Just a number of strange things.
Huh? Did something happen?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon
Pardon
sees.
me.
Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
The dance!
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. Let's go.
It's not going to begin. In fact, it's going to be cancelled. I go. Oh, eyes blowy. Okay,
With
this
your
is
lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore.
I can give you an
When
eyesore.
we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will publicly announce it later through the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Oh, is he the one putting us in a time loop? Maybe? Because the whole celebrate the festival to our heart's content.
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate the organizers?
True, but... well, okay. I'll just have to try again next year.
The next festival. I probably won't be around by then.
Wait, what did you just say?
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest. Thank you for your help, everyone.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
This
Did Dunyarzad already go back? We should also return and get some sleep. So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what that deja vu feeling was all about? Maybe it really was because of exhaustion.
Feeling pretty groggy. Whatever.
Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about it halfway through the day. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Oh, it's a squirrel. So yeah, okay. This is another point. I love Genshin Impact. This is another problem that it has, is that some story stuff are linked to events. And showing at schools, like, unless you saw, and if someone who new came in, they can play the main story stuff, but they won't get why there's a significant zoom out of a fucking squirrel unless they played the last summer event, which they can't because it was an event. So it's like, you're screwed if you're coming in here new. You'd have to have been here at least day one, because you miss out on so much like other story stuff that's just event stuff that you can't do again, as far as I know. Beep.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Anyway, we should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Is it still up there? It's not. The squirrel showing up there is just like that indication that it's one of those illusion things. That we're not necessarily in a time that we're trapped in an illusion that is repeating the memory that we have.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I wish they wouldn't feel tired. This is making me feel tired now. Damn it.
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler?
This feeling feels way too familiar. Are we gonna go through the whole spiel again, or we're gonna just cut to the...
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship
Okay,
that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero's festival. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? I have some boxes of candy here. Pick whichever one you want.
Not much of a...
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include
they all sound...
And there's also lizard tail...
Huh? What were those last two? He'll help me choose. Paimon wants to eat the Sunsetia flavor.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Oh, they all say 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. So I can't. It doesn't matter what one I pick. Oh, stuff is getting weird.
Oh ho! I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck.
Number 4 is Lizard Tail. Number 2.
Paimon's not really interested in the other flavors.
Oh, wait. How did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew which flavor was in each box.
Oh, it's showing that even if I kept choosing number 4, it's showing that we went through several other time loops and he knows what each other box
What?
is.
He was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known beforehand. Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic trick? This is way too freaky.
Well, it's not Friday, it's Wednesday, but...
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers?
I mean, I can shoot... Just now, that was...
Hey, where are you going?
I think we just saw the...
What's going on? Did you see something?
Yeah, I saw a small chime.
Leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know.
There she goes. I think we're finally going to meet the little gal. She goes. Probably lead us somewhere where no one can see her. See my brain work. Jesus. Yeah.
What are you looking for? Why did we come here? Traveler?
Oh, jeez. That's actually kind of creepy. It's actually kind of scary when it does that. Makes me think there's something going wrong with my... Over there.
That's...
Everything is not quite what it seems. I'm gonna wake up on an operating table or something. She's so tiny. Oh, oh, whoa!
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad?
What?
What's happening here? Why are there 2 Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you?
Question mark, question mark.
I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon?
Let's use it together, Paimon.
Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what we should do.
Fuck! Funny part just swears, just goes, "What the fuck?" Memories.
This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way. What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of us?
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness.
Oh, it's like everyone asleep, reliving the same memory, but we've woken up. Is it one of those things? What's wrong with the over there?
A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left.
What I need to do right now is...
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
Oh, that must be like her other name, because some of them do have... Yeah, pretty much all the Archons have different alternative names, because you've got... Because his name was Barbados was Venti's Archon name. Rex Lapis was Zhonglin's one, and A or E, hers is the Riding Shogun, so it makes sense that she would also have one, because I already know she's the Archon. They've already shown that she's the Dendro Archon. No, you're in.
Good, you passed the test.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait, please don't tell Paimon even you don't know.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that.
Well, our head it would literally explode off the top.
I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
Think about her footwear. If she walked around in a day, you know, because she's like her back and front foot are exposed, she'd get very dirty feet by the end of the day. I don't envy anyone who has to cosplay her.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
I just noticed the tips of her hair have a little green on it. I like that little touch. I love a little touch of like colours at the tips of hair. That's where mine are like this, where they're a little bit of it's supposed to be red. They kind of look orangey, but they're meant to be red. tips of my hair.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
I suck at analogies. Let me clear my thoughts. Oh, do I have to actually choose this? Okay. Okay. So basically, I just choose the right ones. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So the Silver Festival. Okay. Let's just go in the room.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
Okay. Great sage.
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger.
Weird to actually hear the traveler talk. That's not what's next. Okay then.
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more?
Is he the one putting us in a time loop? Okay.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
Okay.
I can't seem to...
Okay, so I just... Let's do a trial and error. Okay. So, time.
That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day. That should be it.
Okay. Do I pick this one?
We've already experienced...
Oh.
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels like time's just repeating itself.
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints.
Dunyarzad.
The Sub-Zeru's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
Oh, I see. So it's not a time loop. We're repeating it, but we're not repeating. Our bodies aren't. Like, our memories are, but our bodies aren't. It's why we keep feeling exhausted. We're going to sleep, but we're not sleeping properly. We're sleeping the same amount, but it's almost like we're still experiencing the same day, but as if we were experiencing it several days out physically. I think.
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sub-Zeru's festival.
That's a mouthful.
And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. The truth. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed something, right? Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive than sitting here and scratching our heads. Why don't we start with those stall owners?
Alright, let's start with stall owners. That's my fear. It isn't a time loop, because a time loop you repeat things exactly, and your body's exactly the same. So it's more like, but then that would mean the mercenary gal. She's probably not healing any injuries either.
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday.
Felt anything strange lately?
Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming?
Remember what he just said now?
True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
We'll ask this guy next, I guess.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
Actually, we just ran into...
Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I excel at.
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
Day or...
Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination, the moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune-telling. It's no good for practical problems. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously. At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers. Let's go find her.
Alright. There she is with...
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Oh, now it's got a stretch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous
gang of kidnappers had just...
Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
We've been reliving the same day over and over again.
You need to say something convincing.
Oh fuck. People from Sumeru do not dream.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
Okay.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon. The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
Tell her, Traveler!
You're injured because you aren't used to your current greatsword.
I didn't tell anyone about that, including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
You know what? I just realized her design kind of reminds me of a character from another game called Gravity Rush. She kind of looks like Raven from Gravity Rush. Kinda. Like, has similar designs, but hair's more wild.
Alright, so this is the situation.
Explain everything to... yeah.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
Haven't you noticed something off about...
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry?
Come with me if you want to live. I'll show you something. I'll show you something different.
Alright, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
I actually need to piss. I'll be back. I'll go and take a piss and continue this. I'm probably gonna myself some water because I actually drank all my water. I definitely need that Peter. Right. Let's. Nah. Whoa! Alright. And that. Oh, and that. And then we'll go and it's a brain of mine already. God damn it! No adventure disappear. Oh, we're going in here, aren't we? Oh, okay, we're just using this as a shortcut. Alright then.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
You sure about that?
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Oh, she can't see her.
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Oh. Maybe.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
You can see her?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Oh, what?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Not so good, I'm afraid.
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right. Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
Did they how much would we have a guess that they stole it from the Sumeru's Archon?
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait.
What's up? What's that?
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
I doubt it.
Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
Okay.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
Right.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. My mind feels exhausted.
wasn't that one. That's just the.
What's happening right now?
There's this one.
That doesn't sound right.
This one.
That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully.
Okay.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy.
Heavy?
When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
But how would it do that?
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
More movies is there, Akasha terminal.
How does everyone feel?
I also noticed something.
Huh? What is it?
I feel like at the end of every day.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
I heard the same sound in
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
Oh, there you go.
Traveler, did you hear that?
I definitely did hear that.
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Uh-oh.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
And here we go. Okay, let's wind through this again.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
At the end of the last night.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that?
We've been in here without any other.
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Oh, look, a little spinny spinny. And I'm covering the spinny spinny.
There you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Oh, something's not right. She's not got a scratch.
Dia?
No scratch.
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
Weren't gawking, I swear. Staring at your arm.
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Aren't you still getting used to your new grace?
How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
During your battle?
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
Muscle memory, as they call it.
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory.
Yeah.
Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think?
Could it be because we removed our Akasha terminals?
Yeah! Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
Well, we know for sure that at the end of the day...
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
No.
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
Spin, 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 spin.
Whew. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
Shutting down.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
What? I mean, I guess I'll take a shit.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
I mean, yeah, if you've been holding in a long shit, it can feel a lot better. Just leaving towards.
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago.
You're going to go. We're going to go get some rest.
Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
Beep.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, These sacrifices are trivial.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the samsara? Why did you tell us?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon thought that Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
I wonder who's taller out of these two, because Paimon's floating, so it's hard to tell. Oh, it's no, actually, it's easy to tell.
Even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Time loop theory is indeed incorrect.
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Their fighting skills have been improved.
Oh yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset.
This is what I said before.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
I love that word, hypothesis. Should be good. Hold on. I don't know. I thought when I picked the right one, my little things glow on my wrist, but they glow all the time.
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles.
Oh, okay.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals.
Okay.
The moon, illusions, and lies. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times.
Oh, and
if all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again.
We aren't in a time loop.
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zerus festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before.
So we are. Oh, I see. So now I got it. What's happened is that we're not in a time loop. Every day is still passing, but our memories are being deleted. So she basically just said it. So it's not we're in a time loop. Our memories are just being deleted, and we're thinking it's the same. That's even more horrible than a time loop. Because you imagine time passing by months, days, and you still think it's the same day.
But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all!
Still the wrong conclusion, huh?
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Right! She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go!
Yeah, I was gonna find it then. Oh, I can just climb the wall. Instead of actually going forward, and I can feel myself getting tired again. I think I'll go for a little. Wow, there it goes again. There goes my brain. I do apologize. Started off so strong, and now I'm just feeling sleepy already.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands, and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
You don't exactly need to explain anything.
Oh, that works!
So lived through this the same day many times already.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
No.
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this great sword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate?
Oh, that's a valid point.
Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
What about that too? But if that's...
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything!
Oh, that's true too.
It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
Impossible. I thought she said... It sounds like she said possible instead of impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Yeah. Oh. Is that what she's going to show us?
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they used some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
That makes sense.
Whew. I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain-exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Oh, I think I know what it is. We're trapped in an illusion. Like, maybe?
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
We're not in a time loop. Yeah.
Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now?
Let me think.
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
How come we've never thought about anything? Thought about leaving the city?
Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
A bit of both. It is really strange.
How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
Oh, that's a way to just notice. Sorry if I'm kind of a little out of it a bit, because it seems like I was wrong about my energy today. It seems to be a lot lower, but we're still waiting for goddamn gamer supplements to get in here in the post. I've resorted to solutions of Earl Grey because I thought it'd be just as good, but it clearly isn't.
Nahida, we're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
What will happen if we try to leave the city?
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
Huh?
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Let's try again tomorrow.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Beep.
Our memories are back!
Oh, sorry, I clicked again without thinking.
Well, where should Paimon begin?
Paimon, what do you mean?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
Another message from who?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
This is my own voice.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday.
Let's go and try to leave the city today.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, look at your fuzzy thing to minus that this is a memory. So it happens and achieved. Blood. Oh, well, while we're here, even though it's technically a memory or whatever. Aha, someone's preventing
Why
us.
can't we leave the city? What is the Academia up to now?
Ah.
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
Of course, the Academia wouldn't share their plans with a pawn.
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry!
I want to stay here.
Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
Leaving the city might trigger something.
But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
Don't worry, Paimon.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look.
Okay.
And please, be careful. Memories!
Let's go and try to leave the city today. Aww. What's wrong, Paimon?
Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared. Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
What did I promise?
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
Alright, I don't remember doing anything of this. I didn't leave you behind.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
As well as our plans from yesterday.
I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
Are you sure are you sure that's what you saw? Weren't you zoning out on anything?
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
Yes, I don't even know what yesterday.
I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
So they didn't just erase restrict access to this city.
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
Our memories will be erased.
Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Yep, now we're talking.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now.
It's worth a try.
Let's go then. Let's expose those sages.
I've
All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it.
See you tomorrow, Paimon.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Traveler. That covers everything that's happened so far.
So, that message.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Okay.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
Okay. So what does that mean then?
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Of course it cut out of the way.
Why did the message end right there? What did the traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic? My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
I guess.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Dude, Paimon's head is spinning.
I didn't mean to clear.
Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
What's it? Occam's razor. The simplest answer is the most obvious answer.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
Give me some time. I need to organize my thoughts.
Hey, where are you going?
You just said to organize my thoughts. I don't know where we're going to organize our thoughts. Doesn't mean Final's not with me. No, she's still with me. I don't know where are we going? Can I fast show where we're going? Yay! There we go, that makes things a little quicker.
Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Is that time ready?
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away.
I think I know the answer now.
Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Alright, it's the truth. I'm really kind of feel tired though. Part of me feels like we might be reaching the end of this. I want to see where this goes. This didn't go for the obvious time loop thing, because that is kind of overused a bit. Alright, let's talk to her.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival?
Ask it away, Miss Durban.
Okay, first off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the...
Okay.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence.
Okay.
Those spaces remind me of... dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia Forest, except these have no sign of human presence.
Okay.
The moon, illusions. People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
Oh.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
Gnosis, right? That'd be the obvious answer.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
Well,
It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the...
Okay, it's obviously the fucking Gnosis.
That doesn't sound right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
I doubt that with most of my dreams. I mean, I said this at the start. It's weird. It's weird we started the stream off talking about dreams, and now we're about being in a dream. I've had weird dreams, and I'd like someone to explain why I'd get in a fist fight with a fucking xenomorph. That doesn't sound very wisdomy. That just sounds weird.
So, in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick?
Uh-huh.
The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Yes, and they don't intend to stop here.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the Samsara?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing, but as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's
We heard that one.
My mind feels exhausted. We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival.
Okay.
I can't seem to...
There you go. Okay.
We've already experienced.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Fuck they are, Gengar.
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Makes sense.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
Who am I? That's easy. The moon, right?
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon...
So you noticed.
You are the lesser Lord cousin.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
Not really.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny, thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
I have a lot of questions for you.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life.
Is this...
On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
Why could you...
You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds.
Yeah.
Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own?
I would be too much for our minds to handle, to comprehend, is what she was
Your
getting at.
notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing.
Okay.
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha.
I very weirdly, memory stuff is very... not difficult, but I've never like a Sith, as I say. But dreams, I always remember my dreams, like almost always. Like, it's very rare that I don't remember my dreams from the previous night. Maybe every so often, but I feel like every day, every week. Hell, I can even remember my first dream from when I was like 5. That's how much I still remember my dreams. Which is a weird thing I always think about, why I can always still remember dreams that even happened years ago.
So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendril can a person gain the Dendril element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of deja vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's Festival Samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
Okay, about the side effects of the...
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate. Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
And the last question, why is the dreams about the Samsara festival?
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Even you don't know the reason? Wow, now that's strange.
Because it's a good way of gathering a lot of people.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it.
And I guarantee the Fatui is behind it.
Traveler, do you have any information?
Those spaces remind me of... dreams. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content."
This is that one, right?
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean...
Oh, I see, that's all the questions. Could it mean what? Okay, well... Could it mean what, though?
Saving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's Festival Samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
Now I see what's happening, because I think we are at the end of this part, because they usually are in 3 parts, but I think the final third part would be investigating the Academia.
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
Oh, the
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again. Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Oh, I'm gonna actually wake up working.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
Where's...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way. Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she still
meant a lot to her.
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zero's festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the Sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
This is supposed to be. See, I've been having kind of theories on this, because most Archon's clothings represent the culture they're around. I'm not very familiar with Middle Eastern stuff, but her outfit doesn't really look anything close to that. My guess is the original Archon was, and she took her place for some reason, because the Archons do have their own outfits before they take over their each areas, because you see that in flashbacks, and it's quite possible she, well, they say 100 years, but only took over, but wasn't confident enough that she could be a full Archon, so never really changed her clothes to fit the location she was in. That's just my theory on that.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Stab ourselves?
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Ah, so we find hosts and wake them up.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
So we need to find the host. Then what?
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
That's a good old analogy.
And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this, Samsara, need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
I just feel so...
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the Samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Unlikely. Knowing the plan, they would probably become aware of their own that they were dreaming.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
Maybe the Night of Flowers, the one.
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Sub-Zero's festival, right? Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
So the guy with the cool mustache. Hopefully this doesn't take too long, because I think I'm fine. Because I usually need to finish round 3 so I can get, feed the cats, which they are asleep at the moment, so that's good for now, and feed myself, and then get myself ready for work. I think I might be fine.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine, just... it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you... make a wish?
Oh, that your wish comes true before your eyes.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Yeah.
Less questions! More wishing!
Okay. Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Ferris Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious?
Oh.
After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time.
Oh, this is so... Him and gut, didn't they?
Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers.
Oh, teach them a lesson they won't forget.
Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
We're gonna actually fight. Oh, we are gonna fight them. Ah, yes. Wait. Oh, okay. That got turned around for a second there. Must be up some fucking kidnappers. Or not?
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take...
Take me and leave it, and
Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you.
You...
Fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down.
Yeah, not.
Scatter!
You're going down, I
There's
believe.
no escape.
Where do you think you're going?
I didn't say I was going anywhere. I said I was going to kick your asses, which is clearly happening right now. Come on, Tango boys.
Illusion shattered.
I'm going to win all this. Back onto me. Again, asshole. Oh, he tried to jump me, huh?
Let's dance.
Oh, okay. They went down. Got to and
Traveler,
fro.
were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
I'm fine.
You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something.
Yes, I do remember that.
Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival.
Should we check out what the item is?
Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search. This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Paimon enters the room and...
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
I believe you know the answer. I am not reading all that. No. That's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them.
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you off to now?
Okay, okay. What do you want to find out what happens next bit? I think I've run out of time. I think we'll leave this to... I'm going to try something actually before we finish off. Because we're in a dream thing, but does that mean we can even leave still? I doubt the game would do something annoying like that. Like if I click here, it's not going to go, I can't. Oh, wow. Note that leaving this area will impede your story experience. This may affect your current... Oh. See, that's as I thought. That's why I didn't want to... Well, it's fine, because I was trying to, like, if I go to the characters, I was trying to, like, do stuff with, like get these up and stuff, but I guess I have to wait until Saturday, that's fine. Because it feels like this could take, like, another hour, and I generally need to, like, not just stretch my legs, but I can't sort of sleep, which is a rarity, because usually be up moving around for food. But then again, because when it comes to for my own food, it depends what I have ready. And because the weather's been unpredictable, because last week was like really hot still, I made salad stuff this week, and that doesn't take long to make or wash up. So, go maybe another half an hour, maybe. Go another half an hour just to be in the setup, because we could be at the end of this. And if we're not, then we'll have to just leave it. Because even if like this weekend, because we're doing 2 streams, hence the reason for this. Even if we do finish like in half an hour, there's still the event one we've got going as well, which we can do that as well if we do finish this too soon on Saturday.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
I guess. Thank you.
Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Oh. Oh.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's dance of Sub-Zerus.
I can barely recall it now.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Denisa?
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
Not leaving behind any regrets.
What? Where are we going this time?
To watch the dance of... Okay, I'm not sure what that's going to do, but I guess we'll get there. Because looks like we might be reaching to the end of this, maybe.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leave.
How did things turn out like...
We heard this.
Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia.
I'm gonna punch
I
him
don't want to drag you
square
into
in the
this.
face.
Traveler.
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste. Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
Just as I thought.
Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Hold on a moment.
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Patisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Patisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Patisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, Al?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Close your eyes.
Huh?
Imagine imagine the Grand Sage and his
You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try.
So she was the key thing.
Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple Patisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Patisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu?
Correct.
But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
How did you come to that conclusion?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Unfortunately, no.
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
Now that.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too.
She's gonna do a dance, isn't she?
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
I've been waiting for a long time for this. You get to see a dance.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zero's.
The dance I'm on about. Oh, that's so cool. Using the dance as a way of them waking up from the dream. It's fading away as they all wake up.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
See it, yay! Wow, I actually got a bit emotional there. That's beautiful.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
Good morning, Paimon.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night?
I know that feeling for sure. There's times where I wake up like early in the morning, go to need to tour, and I was like, when did I actually fall asleep? It's a weird feeling.
Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara?
I remember now.
Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal!
The end of the dance I saw.
She's not in her room. What happened?
Let's go to the usual spot.
Huh? What usual spot?
Does she actually live? Oh god, no. Don't do this to me, don't give me hope.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
That's Catherine.
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
What the fuck? Her voice sounds different. What the?
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
Traveler Paimon, I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream, and I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zerus.
Oh, that's it. Oh, is it? Wait, so wait, how on? Okay, this is still this part 2 there, so we're not quite at the end, but can I... Because it's just in between the next one, can I... Yeah, I can, okay, excellent, I can do that now. Okay, that's cool to know, so if I want to... But it's still one of those other things that like, there could be still... I'm going to take the gamble, because if this is the last part of the, my brain working, not really, oh, I walked into work, then there might be just a bit more dialogue, and it'll be the end of this chapter.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zerus festival. And Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
That does raise the question that she can make herself look like Catherine. Or does she cover Catherine's body? I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I'm so relieved to... I couldn't imagine this game doing that, because it's very animated in that sense, that the good kind of like, there's hardship and struggles, but it's rarely would go for really depressing stuff, leave hopeful stuff in the sadness, if that makes any sense. But obviously this isn't over yet, because there's the desert location we haven't been to, which will most likely be in the next part of this.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's alright.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zerus festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. And not a moment too soon.
Yay! A very happy ending indeed.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
And it's weird hearing your voice come out of Catherine's body.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
Alright, you two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
Okay, what about what I saw? Yeah, let's go.
At the Avidia forest, there was this incense that made the Traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me.
Yeah, so you do know. We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria.
It seems like the Traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died.
Then why did it sound like a he?
As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from the Scarlet King.
No, that's my thought process.
The Scarlet King? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies.
Okay, so what does the message mean?
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that.
Ah, so we've got basically no information.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it.
So probably the Fatui is behind, I'd imagine.
Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain.
The traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's.
Okay. Why do you look like Catherine?
To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
So you're possessing her?
How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Fucking knew it! Knew it! I knew she was a bloody robot. The keyhole in the back.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana?
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning.
To me, you're
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
About the sage's plan.
There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line.
Granted, it's the Fatui.
I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve.
The Fatui.
Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero's samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Kainari to join some kind of project. Could it be related?
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming.
No one has realized the incident with the Akasha.
You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up?
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection.
Misdirection?
The sage has convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru.
Ah.
Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams. Got it! I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero's samsara in the immediate future.
Alright.
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us. What a relief.
This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
You're sleepwalking.
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
She is like a puppet sort of thing. I fucking knew it. I mean, it was the best logical conclusion. The same way she could be in several places at once. Alright, I think. Huh? Oh, what? Oh, I think that is that one. I think that is. Yeah, this thing, isn't it? The event thing, right? Yeah. So we will. I think it is. Hang on, let's check something. Usually this will go to quest. No, that's that one. That's something completely different. I don't know why it popped us to that. It's hiding the assassin. Yeah, so that's that. We'll do that on the weekends. I wasn't expecting to finish it. Finish this today because like I said, the last chapter was like 6 hours. So that's because there's always going to be one more. Let's just switch to this. Because that. I mean, the boost revelations. That was right about Catherine. Unless she's a robot. My brain's so tired. But yeah, that's how it's good. But I think we'll do the event thing because that's actually voice acting, so I don't have to worry about doing too much reading. My brain's gone completely dead. I can't think of anything proper to say about this, but with that said, I think I should end it before my brain goes in circles, and I've got to get myself something to eat. Pee first before I have something to eat, and probably feed the cats. Knowing them, the minute I get up and go down the stairs, they'll come down the stairs. They usually do that sometimes, even if they're asleep. But I appreciate everyone who stopped by. Tomorrow should hopefully be Minecraft, because last week we couldn't do Minecraft because the launcher wouldn't launch. I did test it the other day and it should work, but I thought it should. What I'll do for tomorrow, I will test hours beforehand so that I know it's 100% working. And hope you have a good rest of your day. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for some Minecraft. And maybe I'll have my thoughts about Genshin tomorrow. I'll say that for Saturday. But after that, I think, because I know I said I wanted to do, because the thing with doing some of the character stories stuff is that I might still want to try and do some of those. Or in some cases, if there's an event story, I could always just do 2 days of it in a week, like before. Because I feel like, as much as I do love Genshin, I think it'd be a good idea to take a little break from it and maybe do something else after we finish the event thing they've got going on alongside this. But yes, I should end now.